well, kind of. I just got to my classroom. It is about 10 a.m. I have been in here a few other times, but I'm gonna try to kind of wrap up some loose ends and hopefully only make one more trip before July ends. So I will check in with you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna start getting some stuff done. Okay, so this is my teaching desk, and this is a greenery wall I started last summer. So last summer I bought up to this point, I think, and then so far I've added those pieces up there, and I have another box sitting at home that's hopefully going to finish off the section, and so that whole thing will be a greenery wall. I've shared on Instagram and TikTok I will be teaching leadership this year as well, so it's going to come in really handy for videos. Honestly, it's just also cute and I like it and I've always wanted one, so I'm super excited to have this whole wall filled this year. And then on top of that, I bought more letters. So I've always only taught math, so I've always had those, but I bought 4 more, and it's going to spell out lead, so it's L-E-A-D. And I'm gonna figure out a way to mount them on top across. So super excited about that. Okay, so this was pretty much my main project this summer. These are my cabinets, and I reorganized them. I'm still missing some labels, and then on the black ones, those bins are from Hobby Lobby, and for whatever reason, the adhesive labels wouldn't stick to those, but most of them are labeled. I'm super excited. I wanted to reset everything because, like I said, I'm teaching leadership as well this year, and so it's just two different sets of things that I'm going to need for those classes. So I did an overhaul. These are all my curriculum binders right here, and pretty much from here that way it's just books and stuff that I never touch, but you have to keep. So yeah, this was I came in probably like a total of 4 or 5 days to get all this done. I have downsized a ton. I also kind of tried to organize a little bit my classroom transformation stuff up there, but I had like probably 7 trash bags over there, so super excited that that's done. Okay, so this tool cart we used when we were hybrid 2 years ago now, because we would switch classrooms, and so it's still sitting in here. And then I've just been shoving it with books because although I teach math, we have a homeroom, and we do we've done a ton of different stuff over the years, but one of the things we try to do every year is like incorporate reading. And so my first few years of teaching, I just like stocked up on a ton of books. So each year I'm trying to downsize a little bit and just keep like staple books, but I still have 2 bins up there. I know I have a bin at home in my garage with like Junie B. Jones and books from when I used to teach elementary. You probably even see picture books right here that I use for many lessons. So I'm gonna try to take all the books or some of these drawers too, keep the necessities and put them in this bin. And then I think I'm gonna have to take them home and put them in my garage because I have no more room up there. So that's what I'm about to do. Alright, so I went through them. I got all of them to fit in this bin, so that's good. I do have this bin down here that I still need to go through. That's what I've pulled so far. Every summer I've gotten like bags full of books that I've kind of been sorting through and donating to another teacher, so I'll go through that bottom bin. But if you have not submitted a Donors Choose Choice, I highly suggest it. I have gotten 2 funded and I've gotten thousands of dollars of books in total. So most of them are at the bottom, but I've been able to bring in a lot of young adult books that are very, very relevant and just diversified my library a ton because of Donors Choose. So I highly recommend that. If you're interested in seeing a video on how I've done that, let me know. But yeah, I'm going to go through that bottom bin now, and then I should be good on books. Okay, I also forgot. So what happened was during hybrid a couple years ago, we pretty much had to like put everything away. And they were sanitizing our rooms with a sprayer, so we didn't want stuff to get messed up. I forgot I have all these books too. So I'm gonna go through these next and see what's down here. I also, last summer, I think, I bought this on Amazon. I don't recommend it. It's okay, it did the job, but it's just super flimsy. The back piece always pops off down there, so I'm not really sure if and where I'm gonna display books this year. So this is the sets of books that were in there. This is the keep pile. This has a lot of my newer reading group books, like I said. And then this is the donation pile. And then these are books that, those bottom ones are new. And then just kind of like other books that I need to find a place for. Okay, so if you have lamps in your room, these two still aren't unplugged, but I have LED lights around my whiteboard. I have lamps all over. I have string lights back there, and I'm actually adding more LED lights after my greenery wall's done. I highly suggest you invest in these. So you plug it in, and then you'd plug your lamp into this, and it comes with a remote, which I don't know where it's at right now, and it's actually out of batteries. I haven't been able to find batteries that fit it, but these are amazing because literally with your remote every morning you can just turn on all of your lights and whatever you need. So if you don't have that, let me know. It's linked in my Amazon storefront too. Okay, so these are all extra bins since I cleaned out all my cabinets and stuff that I've bought over the years. These are like filled with bins in there. So I'm not giving them away yet. I'm trying to finish organizing. I still have some space in our snack bar where I'm gonna organize for our leadership stuff, like our student store and that kind of thing. But I have this, and it basically, I think it's like a photo organizer, I'm not really sure, but it tabs off or sections off in here. And I don't do a ton of incentives, any really, other than like, I always have stickers. And so when kids get a passing perfect score on a quiz or test, they get a sticker. And then this year, my amazing, brilliant teaching partner on Amazon Prime Day, we got chiplets, or the fake ones, because we know kids love the Crocs right now. So that's going to be something else that we use. And then the things that I use every day, like these are just like monthly or every couple weeks as we take testing quizzes. But I do Jolly Ranchers, and then my school does GER passes because we are a PBIS school. So I'm going to see how I can work all that into here, so I just have a one-stop shop for everything. Okay, so I think it's gonna work. I'm gonna buy another fresh bag of Jolly Ranchers for this year. I'm gonna make myself a label and get that ugliness off. But I think this is gonna be able to just sit on my cart over there. So I think I like that this is all in one place. Okay, so made some progress. I kind of, when I get to this point, like to group things of like where they belong or where they're gonna go. So I know this stuff is gonna hopefully end up over here, so I'm leaving it all here. I'm going to be organizing my little teacher, like, I don't know, supply center. I always have this one sitting here on my desk, but then I put some other supplies in there that I don't necessarily use like every second, but that I do use from day to day. So then over here, I kind of just, again, sectioned off. So this is stuff that's going to be leaving the classroom. This is staying, so this table will end up getting moved. I bought, finally, I've been wanting one for so long, a high pub table. So it's going to go along this window here. So those cushions will be for those chairs. So that'll be there. And then just more stuff got added to the trash pile over here. So for now, I put some dry erase markers. By the way, these are those Crayola note ones everyone's talking about. Am I using them wrong? Because I'm not super impressed. But anyway, there are my whiteboard markers. I have some pens. I'll fill this up more later as we get closer. And then these are my poster markers. And then up here are the things that I use like every day, all day. So my flare pens is what I teach with. Sharpies, a couple highlighters, and then my glue stick. Okay, and then the other thing that I put in this space right here is just a little bin with like all of my remotes. These are passes for when kids leave, and then it ends up getting filled with a bunch of other junk. I just cleaned it out from last year, but these are those plugs I was telling you about. So I did find the remote for that, which is this one. Like I said, I haven't been able to find batteries for it, so I'm hoping I can find some. But this is how I start my year for my attention cue. So this is my doorbell remote. I have 2 doorbells, so I'm gonna hit it. I don't think they're on the same chime. Oh yeah, they are. So they're pretty loud. I'm standing all the way at the front of my room. They're back there, so kids always think it's so weird at first, but I only use it for the first few months, and then after that they kind of know my expectations and know that if I'm looking at them or, you know, quietly ask for their attention, they know what to do. So that's what I have in there. So that's kind of like my little command center from when I'm teaching. Okay, so I just got back into my classroom. I had a meeting with my learning director for like the last hour, just going over some leadership stuff. So that took a big chunk of time, but I was on a pretty good roll before I left. So I'm gonna show you what I got done, and then I'm gonna head out. Okay, so this area is pretty set to go. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put anything else there. My desk has a couple things that just need to be kind of hung or put in their organizational place. My husband, I'm gonna make him come probably tomorrow maybe and finish putting up my grass wall. That stuff's pretty situated. Like I said, these are the letters that are gonna go over here. These are my LED lights. I'm gonna have a couple former students come and put those up for me. These remote things, I told you that need battery, or the remote needs batteries. This stuff is just gonna get filed once my desk is ready. And then this is the front of the room. My desks are pretty good to go. I did bring my husband a day last week and he put out chairs for me and stuff. Those are those organizational bins that I'm still trying to figure out where I will put them. Those are my leadership notebooks for students, some lamps that I still need to put out. And then this is the stuff that I'm either giving away or I'm going to take home. Like I mentioned earlier, that's where that big pub table I got's going. This is all trash. And then this is stuff for my partner teacher, and I'm taking that with me. So I feel good. I'm say probably like 85% done. So probably be back another day this week. If I need to, I'll come back one day next week for a little bit, and then I should be good to go.